Hey, it's Kayla, and today, for my first video, I am doing a makeup tutorial. So for starters, I'm going to get a barrette for my bangs. I'm going to put my hair in a ponytail so I don't have to worry about it ruining my makeup while I'm doing it. So just putting my hair up. Okay, that's good. I don't need this. Okay, so for starters, I'm gonna use my setting spray. I don't know why, but I use it first. So, oh gosh. I'm gonna take my foundation now, and I just, there we go. Got a little nervous for a second. So then I just take my beauty blender and well, that's a lot, but so then I just put this literally everywhere on my face. And it doesn't really matter if you get it on your lips, because when you put your lipstick on, then you'll just like go over your foundation. Now if you want to like overline your lips, which I don't do, but if you want to, then I would suggest covering your lips so that way you don't see where your lip line actually is, but I don't overline my lips, so. I don't do anything fancy with my makeup like contour. I just do like a regular natural look. So that's what this is. This is going to be a natural look. I go over my eyelids so that way when I put on my eyeshadow it looks everything looks even, so that way if I don't get anything, if I miss a spot with my eyeshadow, that way I don't have to worry about it looking like uneven. So next I like to go down my neck, which sounds weird, but it's like an actual thing that people do, so that it doesn't look like your face is orange and then the rest of your head is just the regular color. So make sure you get everywhere, especially like on your jawline, because that's a spot I've forgotten before and it looks really weird when you don't get that part. Okay, looks good. Now I'm just going to take my makeup wipe and just wipe off the rest of the foundation on my hand. Okay, so next I'm going to use my pressing powder, and I just put this like all over my face. Make sure to get your neck and cover everywhere that you have put foundation. Not gonna lie, I'm not totally sure why people do that, but so then I just brush off the extra. So like I said, I don't do anything like contour. I don't do what's called baking. One, because I'm not totally sure what that is. And two, because I don't have the stuff for it. So I'm going to take my setting spray again, and I'm going to put that on my foundation to prevent it from rubbing off. So next, I do my eyeshadow. And I do my eyeshadow before my mascara. So that if because it's easier to do so that I don't get mascara on my hands. And it makes, mascara seems to make my eyelashes longer. So it's just a good way to prevent that. It gives me more access to it. So I just have this palette. I don't know what it's called. So for this specific one, you have a base and it's like really sparkly. So you have the base, and then I put that on both my eyes. I don't do like one eye, finish it, and then do the other eye. So after that one, I take this smaller brush and I do, well, I'm trying to think of which each one is. Ah, I was wrong. Okay. So next, I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to put this on my eyelid. I know every brush has like a specific thing. I don't know what they all do, so I just use whichever one I think works best. Okay, now I take this brush and I'm going to do the crease of my eye, so like between the lid and the higher part, I guess. I think this brush is used for liner. I don't do liner, and if I did, it would be liquid, so I don't need this kind of brush for that. So that's why I use it for eyeshadow. Okay, and so next I take this one and I just kind of blend it all in, just to make it look not so layered. Okay, next is blush. So I just have a CoverGirl blush. So I like, this is gonna sound weird, but I suck in my lip or my cheek, so that way I can see the cheekbone. I can put my blush on the cheekbone as opposed to just putting it everywhere on my cheek. So like, just like that. Okay. So next I'm going to do my eyelashes. So I like to curl my eyelashes, then put mascara, and then curl them again. It just seems to make them like more curled. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but my thumb is stuck. Ow, it popped. Okay, so if you don't know how to curl an eyelash, you take your eyelash curler, you close down on your eyelash, and then you just kind of lift up a little. And so now I'm going to put on my mascara, which is Volumizing. I prefer the darker, like the black color, because I feel like it makes it stand out more. And I don't really care that much about my eyelashes looking natural. It's more or less my like eyeshadow and other stuff like that. I have poked myself in the eye multiple times with my mascara, and it does not feel good, so I would not recommend doing that. I would recommend staying focused on what you're doing when it comes to eyeshadow and such, so that you don't poke yourself and it looks neat. Okay, and so next I use this. I realize it's for eyebrows, but I don't do anything special with my eyebrows, so I use this comb part to get lumps out of my mascara, and then I curl them again. So it just gives them more of a like, and then I make sure they're not all like clumped up like how they are. So now I get to do the other eye, which I am right-handed, so I don't like doing my left eye, but I can't switch hands, so I do curling and like this kind of stuff before the mascara dries, or at least I try to. So sometimes I'll just do the top one and then I'll curl it and like do all the extra stuff to it, and then I'll do the bottom one. And you can do this to the bottom eyelashes. I just don't really worry about it as much because your bottom eyelashes are so small that some people don't really notice them. So I don't worry about them as much. That one wasn't as bad, but I poked myself. I'll make a really weird face. I was always fascinated whenever I would watch my mom do her makeup because like it was so cool, because like she was just putting all this stuff on her face, and I don't know, it was weird. So like I said, I don't do anything special with my eyebrows. Like I don't color them or anything, since I wear glasses and you can't always really see them that well. So I have this like eyebrow defining gel, so I just use that. So basically I just use it to shape them. So like it's this clear stuff. And what I noticed one of the first times I ever did my makeup was that my eyebrows have two different shapes, and they will only make those two shapes. So like this, my right one, the one that I'm doing right now, has like that point to it, and it's like natural, so I don't have to like draw them on. But the other one is like rounded, and it won't make that point. Like it refuses to make that, like, it's not as much of a point as I would like, but it's as much of a point as it's gonna get. So I can do them the same way and nothing. So I do highlight. I don't contour, but I highlight. So I just have this normal highlighting brush and palette. And so I go over where I did my blush, and then I go over my eyebrow on, like, under, and then I do the same thing on this side. And then I take this brush and I just kind of like blend it here. I'm gonna grab this one and I'm gonna do that better because that didn't look too good. There we go. I like to shimmer. So then I put it like right here. For a second, it will make you feel like you've got makeup in your eye because you do, but it's worth it because it looks so cool. Okay, so I'm going to come back to the highlight because the next thing I do is my lipstick. So the kind that I use is like a 24-hour waterproof lipstick. So it's got like two parts to it. So this part you put on, so I don't use like lip liner. I used to, but I don't anymore because I feel like liquid lipstick is easier. Especially if it has this kind of brush where you can line it and then just fill it in. But again, other people have different preferences than me, so it really doesn't matter. So I like to do this twice, so that way if I miss a spot, I can get it again. Okay, so now I'm gonna wait, and once this gets like sticky, I'm gonna do that one again. I'll put on the clear part. So if you don't know about this kind of lipstick, there's another part to it, and this part's clear, and this like keeps your lips hydrated, and like not sticky. So while we're waiting for those, I'm gonna finish highlighting. I highlight my nose. I highlight down my nose, so like here. It doesn't take that long for it to dry. So now that it's dried, I'm just gonna take this and go over my lips. You don't have to be as careful with this, but I always am just in case. Okay, so now I've got that. I'm gonna finish highlighting. So I highlight above my lips, so I'm gonna make it a little less. Actually, no. I'm gonna take this brush, this tiny little thing. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna highlight right here. And then I'm gonna highlight down here. And you're pretty much done. So if you want, which I do, because I don't like being as like vibrant, you can kind of blend in your highlight. But other than that, you are pretty much done. Oh, I do setting spray again. But before I do that, I don't like how bright my highlight is on my lips, so I'm just gonna go over it again. Go over parts of it, not all of it. So yeah. So then I'm just gonna and then you can just take your hair out. Well, if you put your hair up. I know some people don't. They just have cooperative hair, but I don't, so I have to put mine up. And then, like I said, I wear glasses, so my final look. Oh boy, my hair is kind of a mess right now, but you get the idea. So yeah, this was a makeup tutorial on how to get a natural-ish look. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, I'd be like every other YouTuber in the world. And subscribe. Bye.